And how many people think their mother is good, but they have problems with their mother? And you're starting to realize that she's a manipulator. She's giving you approval and love and everything, but somehow you have to see her in a special light in order to get that approval. It's a game. And you have to get close to her to get further from realizing what she's doing to you. See, because she's programmed you to see her in a good light. And she's given you and spoiled you and put you on a pedestal and made you a little god so that you see her as good. And now you're addicted to her seeing you as good, but you have to see her as good for her to see you as good. Two friends are like that. You know, that's why you can't, when a friend starts to take advantage of you, you can't say anything to that friend because you've got this thing going together. If you speak up to that friend, he doesn't see you as good anymore. And that's when you can't speak up to them and you're afraid to hurt his feelings. And the relationship continues. He's able to manipulate you and take advantage, and you resent him, but you feel guilty. When you're guilty, what happens? The good that you've got is eroded by hate. But how does that affect you? You start to feel guilty, and you start being nice to him and serving him. So you serve him the idea he's good, so he thinks he serves you the illusion that you're good. But now, when he serves you the idea that you're good, he can take advantage of you, or you can take advantage of him. When he does, because after all, you're serving him the idea of good when he isn't, when he's a selfish swine. You're actually agreeing with him that selfishness is right. So he has a right to be selfish, and when that selfishness comes out, you see it for what it is. That offends you. You see that his goodness, you see you're in bed with a monster here, but you're dependent on this monster for the sense of well-being you've been getting from that person, see? You can't speak up to them. You have to keep making this monster feel good and pretend that you don't see it. But you resent it. You resent it, you feel guilty. You feel guilty, out comes that kindness that isn't kind. And you try to please him more, this monster, so that he will love you and that you will lose the sense of guilt in his love. You get a sense of worth again. But then, the more you serve that person a sense of worth, to serve you a sense of worth, the more you're serving what is unworthy in him. But he's also, if he ever does something nice to you, will serve something unworthy in you. You see? So one must be very careful about friendship and giving kindnesses to one and favors towards one another. There's this bond that goes between people who call themselves friends who are really fiends. Okay? So anytime you find it difficult to speak up to a person, you have that relationship. Your ego is dependent upon a servitude relationship. And that person eventually will take advantage of you, or you of him. One of the two.